friends, it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. Today, I'm going to be doing a shout out to Teresa. Hey girl, hey. So, I really enjoy talking to you in the comment section. Every video that I do, you comment, and it's awesome. And we seem to have some of the same interest in books and country music. So I just want to say hey to Teresa, and thanks for watching and always commenting. I really enjoy it. So today I'm going to be doing a book haul, and I have 5 books here. They're all by Elizabeth Berg, who I am loving right now. So here's what I got. So I hit a used bookstore that was going out of business in a neighboring town. I did not know they were going out of business. I looked up, we were in that town, and I looked up used bookstores, and that popped up. And it's like inside of a, like a flea market style store where they have like all the sections, like different people rent a booth and put their stuff in there. Well, this bookstore is in the back of this, and they're going out of business. Yeah, so I ended up getting 62 books for $6.40. Yes. It's crazy. So it was supposed to be $2.50 per plastic bag. But then when I told the lady I had a little free library and that most of them were, were for that, she got me paper bags so I could get more in there. Then they have like these little carts. They have like, a little basket on each top and a basket, down here. And I was pushing the little basket with all my books in it. Yeah. And there was a pothole in the little store, like a little dip in the floor, and I didn't know it. Yeah, there went all my books crashing to the floor. So I go to the front. And of course, now it's different women. And I tell them I need bags because my bag's broke, So they hand me these plastic bags. And I'm like, oh, well, she gave me paper bags a minute ago. And they said, oh, we're not supposed to give paper bags. I was like, oh, okay, well, that other lady did. And she's like, oh, okay. So anyway, she gave me plastic. No problem. I still got all my books in 3 bags. So I go up to the front to pay. And I'm telling the girl, and by this time it's another one. It's a different girl. And I'm telling her I'm getting it from my local free library. And I said, originally I had paper bags, but they busted. Because that other, that I told the lady that I was doing that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, she ended up charging me for 2 bags instead of 3. Because I'm just buying them from my local free library. And so, 62 books for $6.40. That's like about 10 cents a book, basically. Is that not crazy? Absolutely crazy and exciting. So I got probably about 16 or 20 of them are for my dad for Christmas. They're like the old time westerns that he likes. So those won't be included in my video hauls that I'm fixing to do. I'm going to split these books up into probably 3 or 4 videos, probably, because there's just so many. We don't want to do them all at once. That'd make it way too long. But the first video we're going to do is Elizabeth Berg, because I end up getting 5 books there. Like I said, here they are. I'm so excited because I'm really into her right now. Even though the library has these 2, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get them anyway because I'm filling these bags up. I might as well. So, without further ado, let's just get started. So the first one I got was Durable Goods by Elizabeth Berg. And they actually had book number 2, because there's 3 books in this series. Joy School is the second book. And they didn't have the 3rd book, but that's okay. I can't find the 3rd book. I'm going to look at Gardner's, my other used bookstore that's in Tulsa. And if they don't have it there, then I'll just order it on eBay for, like from Thrift Books or Discover Books or somewhere on there. But I'm going to look at Gardner's first because it will only cost me $1 with my store credit. So that's what I'm going to do. So this first one, Durable Goods. Isn't that a cute cover? I love that cover. So cute. Anyway, Elizabeth Berg's beloved first novel. A 1993 American Library Association Best Book of the Year. Okay. On the hot Texas Army base she calls home, Katie spends the lazy days of her summer waiting to grow up, waiting for Dickie Mack to fall in love with her, waiting for her breasts to blossom, waiting for the beatings to stop. Yeah. Since their mother died, Katie and her older sister Diane have struggled to understand their increasingly distant, often violent father. While Diane escapes into the arms of her boyfriend, Katie hides in her room or escapes to her best friend's house until Katie's admiration for her strong-willed sister leads her on an adventure that will transform her life. That sounds really good. Second book, Joy School. This one says, a story that tugs at the heartstrings. 13-year-old Katie is new to her Missouri town. Okay, that was Katie, right? Yes. Living along with a stern, inaccessible father following her mother's death. Unable to fit in at school, she forges alliances where she can. With her housekeeper, a pimply fellow misfit named Cynthia, and the gorgeous Taylor who gets her kicks out of shoplifting. Most frustrating of all is Katie's imperfect friendship with the proprietor of a local gas station, a handsome 23-year-old who shares her love of checkers but doesn't return her crush. So this is about Katie, who is a child, I see. And then I'm guessing she gets a little older in each book. That's what I'm guessing. That sounds really good. Next one I got was Say When by Elizabeth Berg. So if you haven't read Elizabeth Berg, I'd highly recommend her. I'm really loving her books. I cannot believe I hadn't read her before. Like, I just started reading them, and I think I've read, 2? Maybe 3? And she has a bunch. I'm so excited. Anytime I find a new author that has a whole bunch of books, I get so excited. So anyway, this one's about, let's see, when is a marriage worth saving, and when is it best to let it go? When do half-truths turn into full-blown lies? When does betrayal end and passion begin? Say When is a compelling, complex novel that takes readers into the heart of a modern marriage where companionship and intimacy and denial and pain so often collide. Of course, he knew she was seeing someone, begins the story of Frank Griffin, a man who's willing to overlook his wife's infidelity. He would let her have this thrilling little romance for the sake of keeping the family intact. But when the 40-year-old Ellen requests a divorce on the basis that she has finally found true romantic love, Griffin must decide whether to fight or flee. Elizabeth Berg, Say When. Next one, Never Change by Elizabeth Berg. This one says, a self-anointed spinster at 51, Myra Lipinski is reasonably content with her quiet life, her dog Frank, and her career as a visiting nurse. But everything changes when Chip Reardon, the golden boy she adored in high school, is assigned as her new patient. Choosing to forego treatment for an incurable illness, Chip has returned to his New England hometown to spend what time he has left. Now, Myra and Chip find themselves engaged in a poignant redefinition of roles and a complicated dance of memory and longing. Okay, that one sounds kind of good. The next one's called Open House by Elizabeth Berg. And this one is about, let's see, in this superb novel by the beloved author of Talk Before Sleep. A woman recreates her life after divorce by opening up her house and her heart. Samantha's husband has left her, and after a spree of overcharging at Tiffany's, she settles down to reconstruct a life for herself and her 11-year-old son. Her eccentric mother tries to help by fixing her up with dates, but a more pressing problem is money. To meet her mortgage payments, Sam decides to take in boarders. The first is an older woman who offers sage advice and sorely needed comfort. The second, a maladjusted student, is not quite so helpful. A new friend, King, an untraditional man, suggests that Samantha get out, get going, get work. But her real work is this. In order to emerge from grief in the past, she has to learn how to make her own happiness. That one sounds good too. So yeah, I'm resisting reading these all in an order because I don't want to do that. Just because sometimes it might get a little too, what do you call it? Monotonous? I don't know. I don't know enough about Elizabeth Berg yet to know if all her books are different or if they're the same kind of style or what. I don't know. But I will say I'm going to start with this series right here. This Durable Goods and Joy School. And then I'll have to buy the third one. I forget the name of the third one. Here, let me just look for you. I have it in my phone, of course. Let's see. True to Form is the third one. So yeah. So that's probably what I'll start with is these two right here. And then, like I said, I'm going to look at Gardner's to see if they have True to Form. And if they don't, then I will be ordering it on Thrift Books or something like that. Because the library doesn't have it. And Amazon Prime doesn't have it. So, yeah. If I really like them, then I'll be ordering that third one. Yay! So, yeah, I'm trying to be into series right now. I did read recently... Oops. That was just something falling off of the shelf. I did recently read K.A. Tucker, the 10 Tiny Breath series. I read the first two. I have the next three on my shelf, and I haven't read them yet. Yeah, they just haven't piqued my interest. Like, I haven't been in the mood for them. That happens. That's okay. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Make sure you check back. More book videos coming up. If you like this video, give me a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Thanks, friends.